Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another celebrity psychic reading, and this video is going to be a little bit different. Normally I don't do readings on the dead, and I don't do readings for people that have passed on. However, people have been asking for me to do readings about Aaliyah, Tupac, all of those people, and I'll probably get around to that in the near future. But for today, it just hit the waves and everybody's talking about it. XXXTENTACION, I hope I said his name right. May he rest in peace. He was shot and killed today in Ratchet Ass, Florida. So he was on his way to do a charity event. I think he was picking up a motorcycle, and someone just walked up to him, shot him, and killed him. So I think he was rushed to the hospital. Nobody knew about his condition, and it was just reported just now that he is pronounced dead. So it's just very upsetting. It's very sad, and I know he leaves behind a family. He leaves behind a little brother and an older sister, I believe. So, you know, it's never easy to deal with a family death, and I wanted to do a reading just about his energy, because normally when somebody suddenly passes on, their energy is very strong and they're still going through the aftershock of actually being dead, because sometimes spirits, they do live in limbo, or they don't know that they're dead until they're actually going about, and then they see the light and then they cross over. So right now, XXXTENTACION, I really hope I'm saying his name right. He has not crossed over yet. This just happened, so we can channel on his energy and just see what's going on around him. So if you guys are interested, please keep watching. And if you are a friend or a family member, I really hope that this reading gives you some form of peace and clarity. And I am sorry for your loss if anyone happens to stumble across this video that is related to him or knows him personally, okay? Now, granted, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or trying to slam him or shame him. He didn't deserve to get gunned down the way he did. So I do want to touch base on that and just pick up on his energy. So he was born January 23rd, 1998. He's so young. And he was born in Plantation, Florida. Last name was Onfroy. And he had a childhood in Lauderhill, Florida. That's actually not too far from me. And again, if you guys don't know about him, he's on that song with Kodak Black that I was just playing. And also he had a little bit of a confrontation with Drake, and I think he had something with Stephen Curry, but they hashed it. So again, we're just going to pick up on his energy, and out of respect for his family, I'm just going to make sure that this reading is solely about what he has to say and how he feels about the current events and everything of that sort, okay? So without further ado, let's begin. I already shuffled all of my cards, and right now I'm going to pull. My first question is, does he have anything to say that he would like his fans and his family and friends to know? Okay. This card is kind of poking out. Here's what's interesting about his spread. Spirit is saying right now, he represents the King of Staffs. So it's talking about how talented he was and who he was as a person. King of Staffs, in my opinion, is an air sign male. So being that he was an Aquarius, it's just talking about how he was always a risk taker. He always thought outside of the box, and he did a lot of things that was a little bit wacky. So you guys already know that when it comes to his style, he was always doing shit, and I was like, whoa, that's kind of scary. And I am clairaudient, so sometimes I might hear information. He's laughing at the fact that people took everything he did seriously, in a sense of how he carried himself and how he dressed, and he didn't care. The next thing that I'm seeing is that he knows for a fact that he would have been a star if he wasn't around the friends he wasn't around. So he's acknowledging, had he never hung out with this person or that person, none of this would have happened to him. He's acknowledging that he was above all of his friends despite the legal troubles that he was going through. He's understanding that. He was actually in the process of cutting off his entire entourage and just kind of doing things for the community and for himself, because his last message was about giving back to the community. He was actually going to just kind of put music on pause and give back to the community and try to clean up his image just a little bit. He had good intentions in doing that, and Spirit is saying he was guided to do that, and he felt like it was the right thing to do. Interesting. He's saying that he was considering walking away from music and really putting his all into giving back to the community and getting into producing or songwriting. He didn't want to be in the forefront anymore. He was making a decision, okay? And he felt like the decision was risky. 7 of Cups, that's kind of what the card represents. 7 of Cups is a card that represents many choices and from the Inquirer, and basically reviewing all of his options. He was in the process of really transitioning and moving forward, and I feel like he was dating someone. He's acknowledging that he was dating someone. He's acknowledging that they were off and on. He's acknowledging that he could have done better. So if you were dating him, if he proclaimed his love to you, he's talking to you. He said that he could have done better, and he's sorry that he let the hype get to him. This woman was always behind him and always telling him what he can and can't do. She represents the High Priestess to him, so he always saw her as someone that motivated him to be better. But he's acknowledging that he didn't treat her so well, and he's acknowledging that he let, you know, drinking or drugs, because mind you, whenever I see cups, I think of liquid and I think of an offering. He's acknowledging that he let a lot of these things get the best of him, and it clouded his judgment, and he sees this woman that he's in love with as the High Priestess. So I don't know what's going on in his love life, and if he never talked about it, he kept it private. But if he did, then you guys can leave a comment down below and let me know who this woman is. But she represents someone that always believed in him, and he's saying, like, I really dogged her out. He keeps saying, I really dogged her out. I really tried her. I really dogged her out. I didn't get to tell her that I love her. That's actually one of his biggest regrets. He didn't get a chance to tell. And okay, I'm getting kind of teary-eyed. He feels like he missed the opportunity to tell her. 4 of Cups. Wow. So first of all, he also knew that there was some legal trouble coming for him. He knew that there was legal trouble coming for him. So he's basically saying, if I keep doing this music shit, I'm gonna get caught up and really go to prison for real this time. Like, I'm gonna spend a lot of time in there. So you know what? Let me not focus on that. Let me do what I gotta do, because they're watching me. They're watching me. They're watching my every move. He even felt like people were cooperating. Like, if he had drugs on him, if he was doing anything illegal, he felt like he was being watched. So like I said, he was getting ready to get rid of a lot of those friends because he felt a little bit paranoid. And he's actually very spiritual. He's acknowledging that he's very spiritual, and he's acknowledging that he wouldn't express his spirituality to other people, but he used to hear voices and he used to see shit, but definitely hear voices, and he would hallucinate. And he's saying that hearing those voices is what put a lot of passion in his music. So he's even saying when he gets into that mode, he felt possessed in a way, like he was having an outer body experience, expressing how he felt about his music. And he's saying that he was very aggressive and very raw, but once the music was over and once the vibe was over, he was back to chill. So he's saying that there came a point where he didn't know how to separate the two, and he was always rah 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 to a lot of people because he felt like he was being disrespected. But as he got a little bit older and he started maturing, he wanted to kind of tone that down. I'm hearing anger management. So I think he was considering trying to clean himself up and do some anger management and really do and more for the community. Like, he was looking into doing more for the community. So he was working on his anger, he was working on being a better person, and he wanted to kind of be more behind the scenes with his music. He felt like he was being a target, and he felt like his friends were betraying him and letting people know about his whereabouts, so he didn't actually feel 100% safe. Funny enough, he's saying that he was paranoid. He's saying that he knew somebody was following him or watching him. He knew somebody was following him and watching him. He's acknowledging that he should have had the vehicle or whatever he was doing delivered to him. He's saying that he was warned, hey, maybe we should go with you or just have it delivered over here. But he's like, nah, this is my city. I'm just going to go get it. He's explaining the story like he's saying, damn, man, I can't believe that happened. Okay, I think I just channeled his voice. But he's saying like he should have just listened to, I think, a security guard. He should have listened to a security guard of his. He's like, nah, this is where I'm from. This is my city. I know where to go. I'm just going to go. It's no big deal. Okay? But interesting enough, he knew that a confrontation was coming. The waiting game card came out. He just didn't know when. The mental conflict card. He didn't know when. He didn't know when. He didn't know when. That's what he keeps saying. Another thing that's coming through in the reading, after the incident, he found balance. And it's funny because whatever he was searching for, he's finding it right now. So it's almost like it took for him to experience this to find the balance he was looking for. He's acknowledging that if he was alive still, it would have taken him at least 10 years to find the balance that he's experiencing right now. Because right now, he's about to be one with spirit. He says that he's walking. He says that he's walking, discontent and boredom, walking away. He's walking towards that light. He's walking towards that light. There's family members that are going to meet him at these crossroads. Okay? And they're going to welcome him with open arms. I'm seeing a grandmother that raised him or played a role in his childhood. She's going to be the one that sees him off and takes him where he needs to go. Wow, fulfillment of wishes. Fulfillment of wishes. You see, he was really getting ready to be very charitable, financial and material changes. He was getting ready to risk it all. And it's almost like the giving and the good that he was about to do, apparently the world wasn't ready for it. That's what he's saying. He's saying the world was not ready for it. Wow, spiritual strength. So we're mourning his death, or his family and friends are mourning his death. And whoever is watching this is obviously a fan, and you're mourning his death. He's saying that he kind of knew that this was going to happen. Y'all know how Tupac knew he was going to die young? He's saying that he knew. He's saying that he always knew, he just didn't know when. Because mind you guys, I pulled out the mental conflict card. He didn't know when. See? He didn't know when. And it was the waiting game. He didn't know when. Sorry if the cards are kind of unorganized. I'm just speaking with spirit right now. Okay, standing his ground. Okay. Standing his ground. Truth. He's saying the truth is going to come out. He's saying that whoever shot him down is someone from his past. He's saying that the truth is going to come out. He's saying that the truth will eventually come out. He's saying that even though he didn't like how everything went, and he's expressing how it hurt his chest. He's expressing how the impact hurts him. Like he didn't want to go that way. However, he knew that he wasn't going to live long. He knew. He knew that he wasn't going to live long. He's saying that he overcame his demons. Interesting. He's saying that he overcame his demons and he had the power enough to do so. And also, guys, he was really on some charitable shit. He was going to start giving back to the community and even, you know, sell his jewelry. He wasn't into that stuff anymore. He really wanted to step into a deeper understanding. He's showing me art. I don't know if he was into art, but he's showing me scribbles or just art, and he wanted to use that as an album cover. He wanted to make one more album before he kind of dipped. Okay, he's understanding that the person that did this to him, it was out of jealousy. So who is this person? XXXTENTACION. Who is this person? Is it a friend? Is he a part of your entourage? Is he a part of your entourage? Yes or no? Please let me know. Let us know if he's a part of your entourage. He's saying yes. He's saying somebody within his crew set him up. He's saying he knows who did it, and he's saying the truth will come out. The sun card in reverse. He says the truth will come out, and the sun is going to shine on the people that were responsible. He said to be patient because he says to be patient because it's going to be all over the place. Guys, he's about to walk in the light. He's at the crossroads right now and getting ready to walk in the light. He's again acknowledging his love life. If you're watching this, he loves you. And he's sorry that he didn't say it. Okay, so I want to know if he has a message for his family, because he's telling his fans he knew he was gonna go, he just didn't know when. And he's telling his fans that he wanted to make a difference. He's telling his fans that he wanted to change. He's telling his fans that he didn't want to continue doing the same thing, and he was trying to seek help and be a better person. I'm not saying he was going to be church going, but he was definitely going to be a little bit more spiritual than what we're used to. And he's saying he's the only thing he's sad about is the fact that he didn't get to say goodbye. And he's sad about not having the world see everything he was getting ready to do. And what I will say to his energy right now is, we know. Because the last thing you posted was something about giving back. He's getting, okay, he's starting to get emotional, bruh. I don't channel spirits, guys. I don't, because it's emotional and it's a lot. But he's sad about not people not seeing another side to him. That's what he's sad about. He's actually tearing up that people didn't get to see the other side to him. They only saw the part where he was on drugs or doing the most and that rah rah rah. He's saying there's another side to him that people didn't know. And he's also saying that he went so hard because he's actually shit hurt his feelings. He says he gets in his feelings easily. So he goes hard because he gets in his feelings easily. That's what he's saying. He's acknowledging that he wasn't expressive and talkative towards his family. He's acknowledging that he could have expressed himself more. He's acknowledging that there was a lot of drama in the family. He's acknowledging that he could have done better. Okay? There was some unfinished business in the family. Some unfinished business, maybe a mom or a dad or his siblings, unfinished business. He didn't get to apologize. They didn't get to have closure in the situation. He's saying that there was a big argument before he left off to Florida. He's saying there was a big argument. No, his family is in Florida. He's saying that when he was traveling, there was an argument. And he's saying how he wasn't going to hash it out then and there because he didn't want that energy to ruin his event. But he's realizing maybe he could have said something, or maybe he could have expressed that he knew something was going to happen to him. Okay? He's saying he should have saw this coming because he's been having dreams about somebody trying to come for him. Okay? He's just upset that the world is not going to see everything he was getting ready to do. And he's hurt that a lot of people are going to kind of remember him more for the things that he's done that was crazy rather than everything he was about to do that was actually good. And he's saying, I'm so young, I'm so young, I'm so young, I didn't have a chance. That's what he's saying. I'm so young, I didn't have a chance. I'm so young, I didn't have a chance. He was just getting out of financial constraints and situations in regards to the law. I think he was paying something off. He was just getting off of that. Guys, he's really hurt that people are not going to see him the way he wanted to be seen. He really wanted to clean everything up. He wanted to clean everything up. He is shocked by the remorse and the love that he's receiving. He didn't expect to get that. He didn't expect to get that. He didn't expect to get that. He's saying that he lost touch with his music. He's saying that he wanted to get away from it because this is the sacral chakra and this is about creation and artistry and maybe even childbirth. I'm not picking up on childbirth, but it's more so of not having enough inspiration anymore. Okay? He hates that you see the journey card in reverse. He hates that he's going without really showing people who he really was. So very troubled. He's very troubled about that. He's very upset about that. Very upset about that. He's saying that a label was trying to sign him, or he was trying to join another group and start writing music for them. He was getting ready to do something like that because he wanted to be more behind the scenes. There was an offer on the table. He's acknowledging that the offer is up for grabs and now this label is freaking out. A lot of people are mourning his death. Yeah, whoever offered this to him, it was a gentleman, and he's mourning his death very hard. And he's saying that they go way back. He's saying that they go way back. He's saying that they go way back. He's acknowledging this woman once again. Someone he was in love with. He didn't get to say that he loved her. Okay. So let me try to there anything else you would like to say? Is there anything else you would like to say? Anything else you would like your family to know and your fans to know? Anything you would like to say? He's acknowledging that his favorite number is 7. I don't know why he told me that. He's acknowledging that his favorite number is number 7. He really likes that number. He always did. He felt like it was his lucky number. Is there anything you would like to say aside from this is your favorite number? He's saying that he battled depression and there were things he did not get over in his childhood. He's acknowledging he's just hurt that he didn't get to hash these things out while he was alive so he could grow into the person that he wanted to become. He had dreams and aspirations like all of us. And he did suffer from depression. He had moments where he wanted to end his life, and then he had moments where he's like, nah, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep shining. I'm going to keep rising. He had moments like that. He's acknowledging that he didn't walk in faith when he was alive, and he was about to do that, you know, after he was done with this charitable event that he was getting ready to do today or tomorrow. He's also acknowledging that, no, he's not a hardcore Christian or anything like that, but he wanted to have a better understanding with spirit, and he wanted to cleanse himself. He just didn't know how. He didn't know how. The action card being in reverse. He did journey card in reverse. He didn't know how. He didn't know how. This woman keeps coming up again. Guys, was he dating anyone? Was he involved with anyone? Does anybody know? If we don't know, then obviously he was keeping it a secret. Yeah, guys, he was set up. The envy card came out. He's saying he was set up, and he's saying that the truth is going to come out. Ow, my chest hurts. He's showing me that his chest hurts, because that was the first thing that he felt. Did he used to have asthma? He's saying that's a fear of his. One of his fears was dying from asthma. He used to get asthma attacks as a child. And he's saying he didn't like how he went. He didn't like how he went. Because it made him go back into that child of feeling that asthma attack and feeling that pain. He's saying he didn't like how that felt. He's saying the truth is going to come out. We have the 3 of Coins card in reverse. So this was obviously about money. Also, people that were in his entourage that were jealous and were beefing with him quietly. And he was taking action to get rid of these people in his life. 7 of Swords in reverse. My goodness. Yeah, he was getting ready to cut all of them off. He keeps saying the truth was going to come out. Page of Cups. He's acknowledging his substance abuse. Okay. 2 of Coins. The Emperor card. A higher power didn't want him to survive. That's what he's saying. Someone higher up. I don't know if he used to do gang activity or anything like that. Not sure. He's saying he was going to pay a lot of money back. 2 of Swords. He had a lot of opposition in his life. He had a lot of beefing going on. This woman female card comes up again. Queen of Swords. So I think he got into a breakup or they had a disagreement. He's acknowledging that he should have expressed how he really felt. It was about money, sadly. 3 of Swords. You see, guys, 3 of Swords, 3 hearts to the chest. He's acknowledging like he really did not like how he went. He's like, ow. He kept saying ow. He keeps saying ow. He didn't like how he went. And the Balance card, the Temperance card, that came out again. So here's what I'm going to summarize this whole reading, because his energy is slipping and he's trying to walk into the light, because all of those cards kept showing that he was trying to walk into the light. He's saying that he's going to be around his family for a month. They're going to start seeing spiritual intervention, but after that, he's going to be one with God. He's going to be one with spirit, and he's going to walk with an elderly that raised him or took care of him as a child that he had a very deep connection with. He's saying he's going to walk with her, and he's excited about where he's going. He's just sad that people are not going to see everything he was going to accomplish. So despite everything that happened, he's acknowledging that he's at peace. And he's saying he doesn't think he was going to find that peace on earth soon, so he was going to keep giving back until he does. Wow. The Temperance card came out, and that's a card for balance, and the Balance card came out in another deck earlier on. So he feels like he's balanced because he feels this energy that he never felt before. He's having like a God experience, like a godly experience, and he's acknowledging that he's always looked for this, but he's saying that he did a lot of substance and he took a lot of drugs so he could experience that, so he could be with spirit, so he could hear voices and see things, because he felt alone a lot. So he liked hearing those voices. Interesting. 8 of Cups. One with spirit. Okay. King of Cups. He's acknowledging his substance abuse. The Sun. He's acknowledging that we're not going to see. He's just upset that people are not going to see how great he was going to turn out. Well, the good news is, since I am uploading this video, the world is going to know that you were trying to do good things to people that deserve it. So I appreciate everything you're trying to do, or everything you were going to do. And now you can watch over your family and make sure that they're okay up above. And I am happy that you are seeking peace. And I just got a nod. Okay. So his energy is gone. That's all he had to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little bit sad. I'm trying not to cry, because I didn't even listen to his music like that, but he's just happy that the world at least saw that he was trying, and he's happy that he posted that, because he wasn't gonna post it. I remember him saying he wasn't gonna post it. Spirit was talking very fast. I remember him saying he wasn't going to post it, but he did anyway. So he's happy that people at least saw that, but he wished people saw more of all the things he was going to do. So that's really all that I have. My condolences to his family and friends and people that worked with him, and being that he is from Ratchet Ass Florida, I'm from Ratchet Ass Florida too. It's just unfortunate, and it's sad that people are just getting gunned down. It's just unfortunate. And mind you, this type of behavior hasn't happened since Tupac, I believe, and Biggie, and a few other MCs from the past. So it's just, this generation is experiencing the wave and the heartbreak of your artist getting shot down. And this time it's not an overdose or a suicide. It was just him doing the right thing, and he got shot. So it's just unfortunate. So again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't, and like this video if you really enjoyed it. Again, if you're someone that knew him personally, or if you're a family member, thank you so much for watching. And he is with spirit right now. He is with God. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.